Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a wrap-up video about quite possibly the most controversial thing we've ever done.
The most controversial thing we've put on YouTube.
Exactly. What is it, you may ask? None other than the Carnival sunrise, of course.
Yeah.
How is it controversial? Stay tuned to find out.
Okay, we had a great time. Anytime we can go on vacation, specifically a cruise, it's a great time. It's great. But there were some things that were quirky on this cruise, and we're going to tell you about the good and the bad.
Okay, our top good things are, and keep in mind, this is just our opinion. That does not mean our cruise was bad. It doesn't mean your cruise will be like this. It was our experience.
Right.
So, the first thing that we really enjoyed was embarkation. It was in the port of Miami, and for once, it was very smooth. We are platinum on Carnival. The process was super easy. We showed up, we checked in.
It was quick.
Pretty much on the ship quickly.
Yeah, no waiting, and yeah, it was just easy. Even parking at Miami this time was easy.
It did help we was the only ship there.
Right.
But it was very smooth. Carnival definitely has improved their embarkation process.
Yep. The other thing we really liked, and we love this on all the ships, is the new muster drill. It is awesome, it is quick, it is amazing, and it really gets you to the fun faster.
And for all of you who don't do it, do your muster drill.
Another good thing about the Carnival Sunrise was the entertainment. We had a really good time with some of the entertainment.
The cruise director, Leon, that was our second cruise with him. He was a lot of fun. He talked to us. We had peer runners, and he was out there rooting for us, you know, not for us, but for them.
Yeah.
Just like we were. The trivia guys, he was from Mexico. I can't remember his name, but he was a cool person. We sat there and talked to him for a little while. We won the ship on the stick.
Yeah.
So the Carnival crew, they always do a good job at entertaining folks. They know
do.
how to bring the party. Their sail-away parties are some of the best.
Right.
No other cruise line can top their sail-away parties.
Bring the fun.
Bring the fun. All right, some other good things that we liked about the cruise. Our stateroom was very cozy. We stayed 4 nights. The room service was, not service, what's the better word? The room attendant. He was very good, even though we never saw him. I think we had a ghost because we never saw him.
Our room was always clean though, and it was cool. We had no issues with the room, and we slept good, so
yes,
that's a win.
So the room. All right,
Yeah.
And the last little category we're gonna get into is the food. We enjoyed the, let's say, additional places for free more than others. So my favorite of the food was Lucky Bowl. I think Amanda can agree.
Yep, Lucky Bowl was my favorite. Guy's Burger was good for burgers for lunch and dinner.
And we also liked the deli.
The deli was good.
I like that tomato and meatball sandwich. They put it on focaccia bread. It's really, really good. I have to get that every Carnival cruise.
And this guy right here, he liked the ice cream.
Oh yeah, I had an ice
If
cream.
you haven't seen the reel, you better check out how
Yeah.
many he had.
That ice cream is some kind of good. We also tried a specialty restaurant on this cruise. It was the Seafood Shack. I got the lobster rolls. It was the main ones with the mayonnaise. They serve them cold. They were pretty good. Fairly priced as well. I bought one in Key West. It was $27. I got it on the ship. It was $18. So Carnival for the win there.
Yep.
Overall, the food was good. We did not go hungry. Pretty much the MDR was quick. Quick.
It was quick.
And the food was okay. The service was, the people who bring you the food were amazing. So
Yep, the service is always good.
yes, we never have a problem with the waiters.
As always, Carnival takes you to the fun. So not only did we have fun, we went to the fun. We went to Key West and Cozumel. Great ports, had a good time. No issues at all.
Key West, if you go there, you got to go to Duval Street. You got to get a lobster roll from DJ's Clam Shack. You have to get a key lime pie from Kermit's. And you have to get pralines from that candy store on Duval Street because they're the only place in the southern hemisphere
Besides
New Orleans that knows what pralines are. Yep. So if you're ever in Key West and you see that place that sells pralines right there on Duval Street, you have to go there.
Try them. They have free samples.
Yes. And then the second port of call was Cozumel. We went to Nachicokum. $69, all inclusive, all day pass. It was amazing. I think they only allow 130 something people there daily, and there was only 53 people there that day we went. So we basically had the whole place to ourselves. We sat right on the beach. I mean, you can't go wrong with that.
It was fun. Dun 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 dun.
And with that, there's always bad.
Not always, but everything's not perfect.
Correct. This isn't a make or break. This just was on our cruise, as we said, and these things are very important, and somehow Carnival dropped the ball.
I just want to say this was my 19th Carnival cruise.
And my 18th Carnival cruise.
And we don't have a problem with Carnival. Out of all those cruises, I have not ever once felt unsafe until this cruise. I felt slightly unsafe at some times. So we'll tell you some of the bad things, and then you'll see why we felt unsafe.
Okay, unsafe to some people means different than others, okay? So let me first say, we don't have a problem with people smoking, okay? As long as you're not blowing it in our face, we'll never say anything to you.
Right, we don't have an issue.
However, there are designated areas on these ships for people to smoke for safety of all the guests, right? Ashes can go hit a gas fume because the soot on these ships are everywhere. It takes one ash and it's going to cause a fire.
And that's what they say in the muster drill, that the most deadliest thing to cruise ships is fire.
There were 3 occasions we personally saw this, and we told the crew members. The crew members did not act like they cared. They tried to pawn it off on somebody else. We even said something to guest services, and they acted like it wasn't that big of a deal. As we said, if you want to smoke, fine. There's places to do it safely. But when you put our life at risk and all the other passengers, we're not entitled because we say something. We're not complainers. We're not Karens and whatever, as some of you people called us. But it's more for safety.
Right.
So do you really want that responsibility of sinking a ship or whatever just so you can smoke? Is it really worth it? Just go to the sections. It's not that hard. There's usually 2 or 3 of them, and they're open all the time. So if you're going to smoke in the designated areas. It's simple. It's not rocket science, people.
Next up, we didn't think the ship was all as clean as it should have been. There was food everywhere. Like, maybe they didn't have enough people to clean it up, or maybe they just hadn't got to it, but we always come up on food. Like on the top deck, it was just strewed everywhere. It looked like somebody had a food fight. And usually there's somebody nearby that cleans it up. Unfortunately, they have to clean it up because some guests don't care and don't pick up after themselves. But anyway, there was that incident. There was the hair that we saw, and just balls of it all over the place, all over the pool deck and everywhere.
Even the pizza station.
Yeah. Like
literally, he's rolling the dough, making the pizza.
There was a string of hair.
Yeah.
Across there.
Kind of disgusting.
We just didn't think that this ship was as clean as the other ships. I know it's an older ship, but we've been on Margaritaville at sea, and it's an older ship, and it was clean. It was just run down. So this one could be run down, but it could also be clean. And
with that being said, I don't think it was all the workers' fault, because they were definitely shorthanded. And I do think it was part of the passengers because, like Amanda just said, they just don't care. So they try, but the passengers do have to help them. And when you put one person cleaning per 1,000 guests, it's going to look like that. So
right.
Can't say it's the crew's fault because the crews, they do amazing. But the passengers, we need to do better. Everybody needs to do better. throw your stuff in the garbage, people. It's not that hard.
Right.
All right, another thing that was not the best on this ship, getting off in the ports seemed to be very difficult. Like, it took us forever. I mean, I understand everybody's trying to get off at once, but it seemed like they only opened one gangway, so it backed up the ship a long time. We was already getting to the ports late because of pier runners and everything, so we were 30 minutes late to each port, and by the time that they got us off the ship, we already lost like an hour to an hour and a half. Yes, it's nitpicky, but other ships do better jobs getting people off the ship.
We just got off of a much larger ship, and we had no problems.
Correct.
We were on and off the ship like instant.
Yes, so
they
I think
had 3 gangways open. The flow was there. Carnival could have done better on this ship. We've been on other Carnival ships, and it's never been this bad.
we just said how good certain food was. There were certain areas that wasn't up to par. The buffet, for instance, they didn't have a lot of selections. The layout of the buffet is weird.
2 lines that kind of
Yeah.
come together, and it just kind of backs up.
The food was not even really that good. Yeah, they could do a better job. The new ships do better, but unfortunately the Sunrise, it's a dated design, and it needs to be changed.
And it's a smaller ship, so they have a smaller buffet because they don't have as many people, but I think they need a little more variety on the buffet.
All right, overall, we really enjoyed the Sunrise. We really enjoy Carnival. It was our first cruise, our most cruised brand. So we had a good time.
We did.
It's just some things needed to be addressed, and that's it.
And just having been on so many to know how it should be done, to know where they lack on this sailing. It may not be all Carnival Sunrise sailings, but this particular one that we were on was definitely lacking compared to other Carnival cruises we have taken.
And it could simply be they just need more people, because that is a common characteristic of all the cruises we've been on. The staff are overworked, they're underpaid, so they just need more people.
Yep.
But anyways, have you guys sailed the Carnival Sunrise? If you have, drop a comment below. If your opinions are different, if you had better experiences, let us know.
Yeah.
We will comment back. We love talking to people. Once again, we've never complained before. We never went to guest services before. This was the first time in all of our cruises. We've been on 33 cruises, 19 Carnival cruises, so we've never complained until this one. So I hope everybody enjoys the Carnival Sunrise. It's still fun. You're going to have a great time. We hope you have a great time. Enjoy your cruise.
Happy cruising.
See you later.